Dear students, my name is Abidali, lecturer in computer science. We at the Department of Computer Science strive to empower each student to dream big and equip them with the tools that enables them to reach new heights and successfully deal with the challenges of life. As Swami Vivekananda said, real education is the one which enables one to stand on one's own legs. The course contained in this book are designed with the objective to equip you well for the next level of study. We wish you well on your journey and looking forward you to become a responsible citizen of the nation and giving back to the betterment of the society. Let us now jump into the contents. The course in the first PUC and the second PUC will be discussing about the syllabus and will come across the different chapters. Let us now go to the first PUC syllabus. So in the first PUC syllabus, we'll be discussing about the syllabus as well as the blueprint of the entire syllabus, how many chapters it contains and what are the distribution of marks and how many questions will arise from different chapters. This is the book you are going to refer to, so it will be Bible for you for whole 1 year. So I request you to refer this textbook to study. The topics that are covered in the first PUC are the chapter number 1, Fundamentals of Computer Science, wherein we'll be dealing how the origin of computer took place and the different history of computing devices. Later, we'll be moving on to the input-output devices and also we'll be dealing with the memory devices. Then, each computer needs to understand the data. So, we humans do not understand the computer language. So, the translation is required from one language to the another language that will be dealt by the chapter called data representation. So, after that, we'll be dealing on the chapter called software concept, wherein we'll be studying about the functionality of operating system and the other translators like compiler, interpreter and assembler and also even linkers, loaders. Then we'll move to the programming in C++, where the programs which we learn will be helping us to instruct the computers to perform our job. It consists of different subtopics. Then we'll be moving on the word processing part, wherein you will learn how to type a letter or a document editing tools. All will be dealt in this chapter. Then at the last, we'll be moving on to the spreadsheet, that is MS Excel, wherein you learn how to compose your data, and then we will be moving on to the web designing, where we will be learning how to design a simple web page. The distribution of marks, the total marks is 100 for the computer science. Theory examination consists of 70 marks that you will be writing for. Practical examination consists of practical programs that you need to execute and that will carry 30 marks. So theory exam and practical exam both together will have 100 marks for the computer science. Now when we go across the question paper structure, the part A consists of very short answers which will carry 1 mark. There will be a total of 10 questions and there will be no choice given while you are going to attempt those questions. The part B consists of short answers which carries 2 marks and there will be total 8 questions, among which you need to write 5 questions. Then part C consists of long answers which carries 3 marks, and totally you will have 8 questions, among which you will be writing 5. So you have a choice of 3. The part D consists of essay type of answers which carries 5 marks, and total of 11 questions you will get, out of which you need to write 7 questions. So when you see the choice in the part A, there will be no choice. Part B, C and D consist of choices. So entirely you will be writing the exam for 70 marks, okay, excluding choices. Then including choices, you will be attempting the paper for 105 marks. Okay, so you'll have the choices, among which you will be attempting it for the 70 marks. Let us discuss the syllabus as well as the how many questions will appear from the each unit from the first PUC syllabus. Unit A, which is Fundamentals of Computers, has 2 questions related to the very short answers, that is 1 mark question, and 3 questions related to the 2 marks, that is short answers, and 2 questions related to the long answers, that is 3 marks, and 2 questions of 5 marks, that is essay type of question. The total unit A will be for 24 marks in the annual examination. The unit B, which is problem solving methodology, which deals with how the real world problem can be broken down into computer solutions or computer instructions. We will have 1 question for 1 mark, 1 question for 2 marks, 2 questions for 3 marks, and even 2 questions for 5 marks. Totally from this unit we will get 19 marks. So in the unit C, that is programming in C++, which consists of many other chapters, we will be having 5 questions of 1 mark, that is very short answers, and 3 questions of 2 marks, and 3 questions, 3 marks, 4 questions, and 5 marks, 5 questions, which makes a heavy weightage for this particular unit, that is programming in C++, for the 48 marks. Unit D consists of elementary concepts, which includes the chapter word processing, spreadsheet and web designing, has 2 questions for 1 mark, 1 question for 2 marks. There will be no 3 mark question from the particular unit. Directly we will be having 2 questions for 5 marks, which makes 14 marks for this entire unit. That's the blueprint for the first PUC. Moving to the second PUC syllabus and the blueprint, we'll be having a reference textbook. As I told you, the first year textbook will be Bible for whole year. This textbook will be Bible for second PUC. The course in the second PUC consists of chapters or topics covered are typical configuration of computer system, where we will be learning how the architecture of the computer will be, that is motherboard, different ports, different things of RAM, ROM and other things that are attached to the computer. Then we will be moving Boolean algebra. To make the computer to pass on to the electronic signals, we require certain circuits. So that circuits should be simplified. So to simplify the circuits, we will use the concept of Boolean algebra. The simplified circuits are then later implemented by the help of logic gates, where we will be learning different logic gates and the simplified versions of the circuitry diagrams. Then we will have a chapter called data structures. The computer needs the data to be represented in a well organized format. So the data structure chapter is going to deal with how efficiently the data is organized in the computer so that it can be retrieved at a faster rate. Then we will be moving to the unit called C++, which consists of different chapters. So we'll be again exploring the advanced concept. What we have already learned in the first year will be extending into the advanced concept of C++ into the second year. We'll be learning different things, objects, classes, that is object-oriented programming, language, and implementation in terms of programming. Once the program has been developed, the data which is there in the program need to be stored somewhere so that it can be accessed later or retrieved later. So the database concept chapter will deal with the retrieving of information or organizing of information so that we can ask the question to the database, get the answer out of it. So we'll be learning the database concept, that is DBMS, as well as the query language SQL. Then we'll be moving to the networking concept. Once the data is accessible, it should be moved from one place to the another place or one computer to the another computer. Networking is going to deal with interconnection of computer system, where we are going to connect computers across the globe or across the buildings. Then we will be learning how to represent the information in the terms of websites or in terms of web pages. So designing the web pages or designing the website, we'll be learning the basic information or the tools that are required in the web designing. Okay, this is the course that we are going to explore in the second PUC. We'll move on to the second PUC syllabus, which is divided into 4 units. The unit A is called as the backdrop of computers, which consists of 3 questions of 1 mark, 2 questions of 2 marks, 3 questions of 3 marks, 3 questions of 5 marks. Totally 31 marks will be for the unit A. Unit B, which is computing in C++, has a different chapter, includes 2 questions of 1 mark, 3 questions of 2 marks, 2 questions of 3 marks, and 5 questions of 5 marks, which makes 39 marks for the unit B. The unit C, which is the database concepts, has 1 mark, 1 question, 2 questions of 2 marks, 1 question of 3 marks, and 2 questions of 5 marks, making it 18 marks for the entire unit. Then in the advanced communication technology, which includes networking, web designing, and one more chapter, will have 4 questions of 1 mark, 1 question of 2 marks, 2 questions of 3 marks, and 1 question of 5 marks. Totally 17 marks will be allocated for the unit D. That's all in the introduction. See you in the next lecture.